let's talk about it. I'm not really going in no training right now. I don't have any training in mind. I can, if that's what it's called for, but really I don't have any training in mind. But whatever you guys have questions about, let's talk about it. If we got to go to the chart, we can go to the chart. If you got a question, let's unmute yourself and ask it. You know, is everybody good? Shout out to DeAndre. I've been talking with you for a minute. Terry, what's good? Quentin. My man's Robert.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how is everybody trading going this week, though?
It's been a good week. Good start of the week for sure.
Yeah. So,
now I gotta tell you about the MACD. I heard so many things about it, and I never had anybody explain it. And Stevenson did a great job on the videos that he has posted, and it really helped a lot because I come from the stock side, and over there we're really looking at two things: price and volume. So the bars on the MACD really helped me personally to understand better what's going on. It really has helped me.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, stocks is different. That's interesting though. You know, I actually want to do an interview with somebody that's really good at. Actually, I think you would be perfect if we can do an interview and really talk about from the stock side of things to how it translates to the Forex. What's the difference and what your transition has been like? Because really, I only do Forex and crypto. And now you're doing both. You coming from the stock side and doing Forex.
It's a whole lot. Probably get some more tea, but
tea. So
I'm glad to do it, but I've stopped doing the stocks. It seems to me like it's so manipulated over there. It's much more easier to manipulate.
Yeah.
So over here with the volume that moves, it's so big. Now, obviously, we know the big banks are in it, and they're going to do whatever they're going to do. But it seems to me it's easier to follow versus the stock market. At least that's been my experience, you know. But anyway, I'm loving the Forex so far and everything, and especially, and the biggest thing, which I think is an encouragement to anybody that's listening, is the mentorship. It's just having mentorship, man. Somebody that walk you through stuff while you're learning. I didn't have that, so this is big.
So one of the things that I learned is, okay, watching videos is cool, okay, because that's really good. But I don't care what it is. Everything is going to come down to you still going to have a question. I don't care how many videos you watch. Like, it's going to be something that video didn't cover. And it might be multiple. A lot of times it's multiple things. And then as humans, we get really creative in our thinking. So we might think about something that the instructor know, but didn't discuss in the video. You see what I'm saying? And so that happens a lot as well. So you're like, oh, but now that you're playing around with what the instructor said, now you forming your own logic and questions. You're like, well, what about this? But you don't got nobody to ask because you don't have that mentor. Yeah, so I agree with you with that. You on your own, basically. You just got to trial and error. Sometimes it takes money. That's why, here's the thing. I lost money in the market, y'all. I lost $1,600 total out of the years I've been trading. I'm not sure how much total it is. Maybe I lost about 10,000 total. Maybe 5,000. I'm not sure. I want to sit down and calculate that. Go back into my history and look and see how much that is.
You talking about in stocks?
Huh?
You talking about in stocks?
I never traded stocks. I'm talking about Forex.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about. So I think I have to get the exact number on that. But you know, I had to learn. I paid the price for the information that I know. The knowledge that I have now, I paid the price. I paid for this. So I give out free information, but I can't get a whole game away for free because I lost hard-earned money. I took, if it wasn't money, I lost time with family. I got about $60,000 in debt from college because I dropped out and didn't finish because I started making money in Forex. So now I'm paying off that. I'm paying my dues. I paid dues and I'm still paying. So you can't just give the game away. Something that you stop with that. Stop. So something that you just had to give up so much for and so much time and money and effort, you just don't get that away for free like that. So, but I do believe in giving because Team Take Profits, like if you don't know, like we don't just compete, we dominate. And that's what we're striving to do every day. But how do we dominate? The number one way that we dominate is by giving. Okay? So I do want to give information away, and I want to give good quality information and break it down really simple, but I can't get a whole game away for free like that. So that's why I say, you can only get so much. And really everybody that you talk to, it's the same with everybody. They're not going to give everything up. You're going to have to join their little courses. You're going to have to do all of this little stuff. I'm trying to
join their email list.
Yeah, you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing really free, but YouTube is a good place though. And that's why I like over time, you will get a lot of information, but it's bits and pieces here and there. But that's why I like doing these Zooms because I can give a little bit more to my YouTube family. Because this call is based on my YouTube family, not so much as my team. Because I train and mentor my Forex trading team and IML every day. We talking throughout the day. Ain't that right, Robert? We talking throughout the day. I'm there to help everybody that's on the team. But I can't give, I don't have the time to give all of that to the YouTube family. So I got to make time for my family on YouTube because I really love them and I appreciate it. So that's why we're going to shoot out these lives. We're going to do these Zooms. You can ask your questions. Like, let's go. So I don't see no questions in the chat box.
I got a question, Jay.
I guess everybody making money.
Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah.
All right. So I was just wondering because, I think everybody, when they first started, they kind of blow their first account. And
Yeah.
I was no different. Like, I was killing it. But the thing about me was I was using the most horrible risk management of all humankind. So I was just wondering, and when I first blew my account, I became so depressed that I literally stepped away from Forex for like 2 or 3 months. So I was just wondering, how was your reaction when you first blew your account?
Oh man, this is what I really love talking about, because the technicals and all that stuff is good, but the psychology part is king.
Yeah.
So okay, let me tell you about the time where I blew my $1,600 overnight. I literally funded that account 2 days, like the day before. Some trades got called out. I put them in. I put 3 trades in at $10 lot sizes a piece.
Damn.
And bro, it was doing what it do. I went to sleep because I had got used to waking up in profit a couple times.
You had a stop loss?
I'm about to wake up with $1,000.
You had a stop loss?
Yeah, I put the stop losses in and all that. Okay. But let me tell you, some of them, it was 3 of them. One of them hit the stop loss, and 2 of them, I got a margin call, and I couldn't take the drawdown because I took a $10 lot size.
Yeah.
So they went like 30 pips in the drawdown, both of them, and then I woke up. They still went where they were supposed to go, the other 2, but I was already out the trade, and then it left me with $100.
Wow.
And it took me so long to put that little 1,600 in there.
So how did that affect you emotionally? So
now, let me tell you the process. So I woke up and was like, no, this got to be demo. Like, this got to be demo. Like, I had to have put that trade in demo. And it was this live account, bro. And I felt like God should have came that day. Like, so I had to deal with the responsibility of it. Like, I wanted God to come back, bro. And I felt like my gut got kicked in. I had to tell my wife.
Oh, man, I know that had to be hard.
So fortunately for me, bro, she just was quiet and didn't say nothing. And just later on, she said she was crying in the shower. But for me, let me tell you, bro, I'm the type of person that take risk.
Yeah. Right.
I take risks, bro. Like, real quick side note, real quick. I had to do, I do music, I rap. And so I was doing a music video. I had 2 people that was gonna star in a music video. And we had to go to another city 2 hours away to shoot the video. My car overheated on the highway halfway there.
Oh, man.
Almost there. We was right by the exit where we could have went back home, you know, let it overheat, cool down, drive a little bit, stop it, drive a little bit, stop it, that type of thing. Put some water in it. I was like, well, I ain't going back home. We about to catch a trailer or somewhere to the stop, to the video shoot. Like, we're going to get a tow truck to take us, and we'll figure out how to get back home later. You feel me? They was talking about let's go back home and do it another day. I'm like, y'all can go. I'm going.
Right.
So that's just the way I am. Long story short, we inched our way there. And then we was like, let's just go to a shop. I went there, and they fixed my car for free. They fixed the heater little thermostat thing and got me to my spot, and they did it for free, bro. So that being said, I'm a risk taker. Yeah. I'm a risk taker for sure. So I basically got kicked in the gut and I got back up. And before that though, I was devastated. I was scared at night sometimes when I refunded my account. I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, why? Like, what is this trading stuff? Like, this one I was kind of new a little bit. Yeah. I was like, man, what am I even doing this? Yeah. Like, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't really understand how none of the support and resistance works, how the market is already rigged up and you just got to obey the structures of the market, what the banks are doing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that. All I knew was my little winky dink little strategy, and it was breaking down half of the time. And so I got really scared and I started shaking, bro. Like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, I just shut it down and went to bed. I thought about, I never thought about quitting though. I never thought about quitting. I just was just really scared, bro. And when I lost that money, it was like, I don't know, bro. It was just like a kick in the gut, but I never was completely taken out. And so that's when I felt, and I talked to my mentor, Curtis, and whenever I have bad problems like that, I always go to my mentor and have like an hour-long talk with him. Like this is what happened. This is what happened in the market. What did I do wrong? Can you fix my whatever I'm doing wrong? What am I thinking about? Help me fix that. And he was like, your problem is that your risk management is bad. Yep. And then he'd tell me, I always get in at bad price levels. You know, how many years? Let's talk about trading real quick, y'all. Okay. From the blowing the account side. How many people, if you already trading, whether you're on the team or not, how many people get in if it's a sale, right? And you get in when it's a red candle actually dropping. Then you want to sell. You see, a lot of people, they need to see that red candle. If I call a sell or if they think it's a sale, they won't get in on a green candle going up. For like a sell limit type of thing. They won't get in when the green candle going up, but they need to see the red candles dropping. So they actually just getting in at the bottom. Like, can you mentally get in for a sell while the green candle is going up? Right. That's how we supposed to be doing it. But you got to do your homework and know that it's going to overall be a sell, and you got to time it right. And that's where you need practice and help. But I'm telling you, a lot of people on this call right now, if I call a sell out, you won't get in when the green candle is going up. And so if we can get in when the green candle was going up, that's the whole psychology of it. And so let me show y'all on the chart real quick with what I mean by that. Can y'all visualize what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me see. This is the YouTube thing right here. I got a question in the chat box. Can y'all see the YouTube thing?
Yes.
Yep. Look at this. Okay. It says live streaming right here. Watch this. Nothing, bro. Nothing. I cannot live stream at all. It won't even load up. White screen, nothing. So that's why I was like, skip that. Tradingview.com. I don't know why that is, man, but sorry y'all for y'all want to do a live stream. We do it in 2 weeks. I have it figured out. So this GBP JPY, right? Y'all can see the screen? Yeah. Yep. What chart is this on a daily, a 1 month? Let me go to the 4 hour. My son must have been playing around with it. It's so small.
Teach them when they're young.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got a good understanding. He be saying stuff. I'd be like, where you learn that from? You must be hearing me talk all the time. What up? No, you can't go on the expert. This thing is like lagging or something. Man, what's all I want to do is help up, man. All right, here we go. Let me take off this trend trader. Take all this stuff off. Open the chart up a little bit. Look like it's coming on now. All right. All right, so look at this. Peep this out. And this is the 4 hour, of course. We really would be looking on like 15 minutes or something for entry. But overall, let's just look at it. So if you think this is a sell, and you saw this pulling back. Overall, it's been dropping, right? Perfect. Okay. Right. And it was just pulling back, right? So you want to, most people want to sell like right here, or they don't sell on that first red candle, but they see a second one like, oh, it's a sell now. And it's like, let's try to. That was my problem when I said when I blew my account. These are some of the problems that I would talk to my mentor about. Like, what am I doing wrong? That's why I brought this up. And it's like, well, how many people you know, like, they won't sell on this candle wicking out and the opening of this one. Like, they gonna wait for it to really prove a whole lot before they sell. And the reason why you see it pull back on you instantly is because you saw why it was dropping for the sale.
Right.
You wanna finally get to a point where you can understand what the market is doing and sell while it's pulling back. You want to try to sell while it's pulling back. Right. Or the sell drops. If you do that, you'll feel like, I'm telling you, this is the greatest feeling in the world because it sucks you into profit. It's scary though. It's scary at first because you're like, well, why is you buying? Why is you selling when the candles is going up? You got to understand that's just a temporary thing. So let's go to the 15-minute chart. And we could probably relate to that a lot better. So let's find a little setup here. Okay, so we'll find a little setup. Something like, okay, it's going down. What do we want to do? Sell? Okay, so if we want to sell, boom, it went up. It came back down to pull back right here. And then it came up again, tested that same area right here. Right. And you like, okay, this might be a double top. Maybe it might be a double top. But then at this point, once you identify structure that's going on in the market, then you like, okay, let me look at my confirmations my indicators to get into the trade. But like you want to sell when it come up to this level. You don't want to be selling when it's dropping. This is what I call it's too late. Right. It's too late. Like, you can make some money off of this, but let me tell you the problem with that. The problem with that is, watch this. You're getting in here because you were so scared to sell up here after it was making high, lower high, lower high. You didn't as a beginner, you're not spotting that little stuff, the subtle things. High, lower high, lower high. You see that? So they want to wait till it start dropping. And then they're like, oh, okay, now it's a sell. But then when they sell, it went down and then it pulled back on them and then they get nervous. You know, beginners get nervous really quick. And don't let it be a green candle come in there. They ready to close it out, right? So this is real talk. But let me tell you the problem with that when it's really start dropping and you try to get in. The problem with that is, where was your stop loss at? They gonna say, oh, I'm gonna put it 10 pips away. But the problem with that is the market didn't tell you to put it 10 pips away. The market told you to put it above the high. Right. So what if you can learn to get in when it's pulling up towards the double top? and then it drops something like this, now your risk to reward is great.
Right.
What? Oh, wow.
I'm just trying to find who I can mute up real quick. All right. So we got a question going on. So I'm gonna answer that person's question in a second. Did you see? So look at this. And then let's say our take profit is maybe here or something, or maybe let's say our take profit is right right down here. Let's just say that for an example. I just want that a lot of people on the team already know this stuff, but trust me, it's a lot of people on here that don't. So if you get in here, look at that risk to reward. How many pips? This is my stop loss. This is to take you out. Right here, boom, 10 pips. So if you lose, you only lost 10 pips, and your reward is about 52 in this case, right? We just using it as an example. So that's better. But what if you was those types that's scared to do it up here, and you try to sell once it's going? Look at how now, you see what I'm saying? Now you're risking 26 pips to gain about 33 or 35, which is still good, but it could have been better for you. You could have been in profit a whole lot longer, a whole lot earlier, if you would have just got in when it was wicking out up here, making high, lower high, lower high. One of these lower highs you should have been getting in. So think about that. Next time you guys are trading on demo or whatever, try to get in when it's pulling back towards the zone. Try to get in at the top and not get in the middle of these moves. Try not to stop getting in the middle down here. Try to get in when the candle was going green. Okay, let's look at this one. Hold on, Kenya. I got you, Kenya. Wait a second. For an example, you see it dropping. Don't sell here. Everybody know that GBP JPY is selling right now. For an example, everybody called it out. Everybody on the same page. Try not to sell on this red, but wait for a pullback to happen. Look, I don't care how many. Look at this. I don't care how many times a price go in a direction. Don't you see the opposite candle in the mist? You always see a wick, a red candle in the uptrend. Look at this, in the downtrend, you're always going to see a wick. You're always going to see an opposite color candle in the downtrend, because that's just the way the market moves in waves. Look at this big uptrend. Why you don't buy here? This was my problem, Quentin. I was always buying, and my mentor said stop buying high and at bad price points. Be patient, be disciplined in your training, and wait for it to come back to you. Quit feeling like you're gonna miss out on the money, because you will get it, but you gotta wait for it to come back to you. And the banks will wait weeks. The banks will wait hours and days before the price come back to them. We gotta have the same mindset as retail traders. So instead of buying here, wait for the wick, wait for it to come back, because this was red at one point, and then buy here, boom, buy here and let it suck you in. Or wait for a pullback in this situation. And if it pulls back, buy here. And then as it goes, it sucks you into profit. Don't buy here. Or, this is good too if you try to buy here, but you never know how these it looks good now because we can see it high in sight, right? But you never really know. That's what I'm telling you. Try to buy on a pullback. Try to buy on some kind of wick out, pullback, something, right? So hopefully we get that. Kenya, what's up? I unmuted you. I saw your hand raised. I thought you had a question.
Jay, that's the importance of the trend lines and the support and resistance lines.
Yep.
Then we can see it.
Right. Kenya, you got a question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was cutting out, I think. What's up?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know how to use this thing. I'm so sorry. I have a question. My husband and I, we want to join with you with Forex. My question is, if he signs under me, right? Would it would I pay half the price for the monthly bill? Or how would that, how does that work?
Oh, I see. That's a good question. Really good question. Let me see here. So the way it works is you want, so let's say you become a customer, you sign up. I always say get the cheapest package. Don't get nothing expensive. Get the cheapest thing. And then once you're a customer, you have a link. You actually have a link now. And you give that link to your husband and he signs up just like you did. You have to pay, you still have to pay full price. And he's gonna have to pay full price. But you need one more person. The company's saying if you help 2 people learn how to trade or they trade with you, then they will waive your whole entire monthly fee.
Okay, got it. My mother wants to join now. She's a little old school, so she doesn't know about, and neither do I. This is more of my husband's area.
Yep.
So he probably would do better or catch the hang of this before I do. How could I show her if I'm not really familiar with it? Because she also wants to join. She wants to stop working completely.
Yeah, and this is the ways to get that done, y'all, is real estate, trading, or having your own business. Because it ain't gonna happen with a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's not.
It can, but you just got to be really at the top. So I can't speak on real estate. I am getting into real estate right now, and but I'm very new at it, and I can't speak on that. But I can speak on Forex. And let me tell you, I train kids and I train grandmas. Okay, they all gonna get it.
Okay.
All right, and so, but let me show you something and encourage you how they're gonna get it. Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you how this is gonna work. And everybody on here, a lot of people, my whole thing is earn while you learn. I don't want this to be like your average college, where you gotta go through pay all this money, but you don't get no money in the midst of it.
Right.
My thing is, how can I get my team to earn while they're learning? Okay, let me show you something. Let me log in. I'm gonna actually log in to my account and show y'all something. And then we can dive back into the charts too. Because I see some more questions that I gotta answer. So hold up. So okay, well, let me see this one here. So let's say, okay, now you a customer, okay, boom, you got your ID and everything, you got all of this stuff, right? So now I'll show you how to understand all of this. But as a beginner, all you have to do is click on, have your grandma, is that your grandma or your mom?
It's my mother.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Have your mother click on harmonic scanner. This is free with the thing that you order. You don't even have to add this on. Click on harmonic scanner. Next now. Just have her click on that. You can click on that, and your husband can learn how to do the deep stuff, because I'm gonna teach him how to do that. And then when y'all ready, I can teach y'all the deep stuff too. But look, boom, harmonic scanner. That was easy. Click of a button brought you here. Now, let's look at this. I know you don't understand this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This look crazy, but this is technical stuff that the harmonic scanner already did the hard work for you. It found a trade for you. Because come on, let's be honest. Everybody on here really don't know how to find their trades. Not everybody. And you're like, I don't know where to start. But this thing already figured it out for you. It told you right here on the right hand side where your stop loss at. This is where if the price go past here and you get into the trade, it's gonna stop you out and you're not gonna lose no more money. It's to protect your account. It told you where to get in at, right on this green line. You punch these numbers into your phone. That's it. And I'll show you how to do that. And then this is where you're gonna make your money at if it goes this way, because this is the take profit. And so from here to that green line to here is 14 pips. It says 147, but it's really 14.7. You see that?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 14. So let's say you risk $5. $5 times 14, that's how much money you made, okay? Anybody can understand that. Anybody can understand this. This is how you can earn while you're going to my trainings and I'm mentoring you and I'm teaching you the hard stuff. you can be making money off of this. Let me show you some of the trades that happen. Now that's one that's forming. That's one that we could probably take here. This one is new. These I might actually want to take some of these. That one is new. Let's go to another one. Let's see if we can find one that went through. This one is new. Oh man, look at this, Robert. Hey, can you do the confirmations on this? Because this is a shark and it already came down to the entry point and it's heading to the next entry point. Maybe this is a trade that we can look into getting into.
I'll look it up.
GBP USD on the 15-minute from the harmonic scanner. Let me finish showing. So this one is forming. Okay, I'm trying to find one that actually went through. Boom, here we go. Look at this. This is euro versus the Japanese yen. Okay, 15-minute chart. This was the entry. Okay, boom, it hit the entry on this red candle. Okay, once you saw this thing wicking out, you buy. You don't wait to buy up here. We buy. Boom. And look at it. It's already won. Because it hit the blue dotted lines, the TP. The TP means take profit. I'm getting in on the green line, and I'm taking profit at the blue lines. And this is the harmonic scanner. The trade was already formed. Basically, the harmonic scanner is scanning the market for you. You don't even have to scan the market. So I'm not really trying to sell the products or anything. I'm just showing you this how it works. So it was in an uptrend. It came down. It came back up. And then this is how you form this pattern, the shark pattern. This is called a shark pattern. Very advanced. Okay, you won't understand it right now. And then it came back down and boom, it hit that the D extension. And now this is when the harmonic scanner kicks in and says, this is a reversal pattern. This is a reversal, and you see it reversing back up. And the harmonic scanner told you to buy this. Boom, take it. The harmonic scanner is telling us to buy GBP USD right now. So if anybody on this call that's not on my team, I'm showing you a free trade. I'm showing you a free trade right here that's about to set up. So be looking. Maybe if you don't get in now, I'm not saying get in now. I'm not saying do your checks. The people that's on here that know how to trade, do your checks and look for GBP going up. Okay, take a screenshot of this so you can see the numbers. And this is a free trade for me for today. All right. So does that help you, Kenya?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
Yep. And that's how I can work for you, your husband, and your mom while you're just getting started. You can go here, log into here, and find these trades and take them. And if you don't feel comfortable yet, all you do is go here. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Go to Facebook. Anybody on this call right now can once you get in, you can do this. Okay, I'm just showing you the game right now. I'm showing you how we structure things, how we help our people. You see this thing where it says J Wayne Trades down at the bottom? It says J Wayne Trades down here.
Okay, I see it.
At the bottom, this is like this little group chat right here. Nobody can see that.
I see it.
I see it.
Okay, cool. We're finna dive into the chart real quick again, but I just want to, because I'm answering her question. So J Wayne Trades, Kenya, you get in the group, boom. You say, you know what? Hey, y'all, I see a harmonic scanner, GBP USD going on the buy. Y'all think it's time yet? Like, should I get in yet? Whatever. Boom, you go in my group and you text it to me. Look at this. Harry's been blowing it up, asking all of these questions. And we answer it. We ain't trying to wait. We ain't trying to have you waiting 30 minutes to an hour to get your question because it's too late. We understand that. So you look at him asking all of these questions. Robert in here answering questions. I appreciate Robert. We showing out trade setups. Boom. People making money. This is money that we made today as a team. All right. So you go in here. Anybody that's on the team, you go in here. You ask your questions. We answer it. We helping you out. We're not leaving you by yourself. And that's what a lot of fear is. I got these videos. I got all of this, but do I got anybody that's going to train me every day? And that's what we do. So I think I answered your question. Let's go back to the charts. Any more questions, y'all? Let me see. Somebody got any questions on strategies or anything? Okay, my strategy is scalping, but I struggle at my stop loss. If I want to get 5 to 10 pips, market goes against me, how much should I put my stop loss to make 5 to 10 pips? I need some info. Oh, yeah. Really good question. Really good question.
Jay.
Huh? Somebody saying something? All right. So she's saying, well, I want to catch 5. Here's the thing. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay, she want to get, or I think it's a she. I'm sorry if it's not. This person, hold up, this person want to get 5 to 10 pips. My thing is, why just 5 to 10 pips though? Why just 5 to 10 pips? Think about that. Can I help you to get more? Like, can we get to 15? Because I feel like 5 to 10 pips, you never is going to have a good risk to reward with just 5 to 10 pips. Because let's talk about this. Look, if you want 5 to 10 pips, let's go. I know. Let's see. Euro USD. I want to talk about this completely. Let me show you something. Let me just get you thinking. Let me delete all my little homework stuff. Okay. It's all you. First of all, you got a commission fee from your broker. That's going to probably be, it all depends on your lot size. If you take out $1, they might take 80 cents away from you. Oh, no, not 80 cents. Like maybe $1, they might take like 20 cents, 40 cents. I take out $5, they take $3.50. I take out a $5 lot size, they commission fee is $3.50. Once I clear $3.50 is all my money, right? So you already got that against you. Then the next problem is the spread. Stop, Mitty. The next problem is the spread. So let's say your spread is 2 pips. So now you got to fight through 2 pips to get into profit and the commission fee. All that probably took 5 pips. You see what I'm saying? To get through the fees and the spread, that already probably took close to 5 pips already. And so if you did your homework and you only expecting it to go 5 pips, it's not even worth it. Why would you even get in? Because you might end up only getting 1 pip out the deal. Because you got to fight, you got to get a broker to his money. How many pips is this? This is 15 pips. So you literally talking about catching 1 little red candle. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You got to figure out how you can do it. But I don't think that it's optimal. I will tell you how to do it, but I will tell you it's really hard to make a living doing this. That's 5.6 pips. Right there, just that 1 little candle. And I get what you're thinking, though. I think I get it, because you're saying if I can just catch 1 little candle, I can do that. That shouldn't be hard to catch 1 little candle. But it's so much working against you to catch that 1 little candle and make a good profit off of it. You feel me? That's the problem. Yes, you can probably see this red candle, but you got a spread and a commission fee that's working against you on this 1 candle. So we got to stretch it out and learn how to catch a little bit more to make it worthwhile. You feel me? So I'm challenging you to get out of that mindset, but I will help you if you just committed to that mindset. I don't encourage it though. Look, what you got to do is this. You got to always find the highs and the lows. You can't be getting in between. You can't be trading in the no man's land if you're going to do that strategy, catching 5, 10 pips. If you want to, now the 10 pips is a little different. All you got to do is follow my strategy on YouTube, the 10 pips a day. That really works, especially on Euro USD and a major pair. It really works. Okay, so just go on YouTube. I'm not trying to do that right now. But the 5 pip, you gotta catch it right at the tops or the lows. You gotta identify the highs and the lows, because look, you don't want it to go against you that much, because your stop loss it gotta be above the low. Do everybody understand that? Your stop loss can't be where you want to put it. Your stop loss cannot be, oh, I want this to be 5 pips because I'm trying to catch 5 pips. Like, it just can't be that way. Your stop loss has to be where the market tell you to put the stop loss. In this situation, we trying to catch maybe 5 pips on this buy or something like that. Your stop loss got to be below these lows, because you don't know, like, obviously it didn't do it now, but you don't really know when the market is live and you don't see all of this information if it's going to pull back and stop you out. And you can see this wick. Probably you got stopped out on that wick if it's so tight. You got to give it, you got to give your trades room to breathe, right? So, so if you want to catch, you got to catch when it's bouncing from these lows and when it's bouncing from these highs. How easy is that? You got to be on the charts watching. You got to be on the charts watching. You can't be like just not on the charts and doing other things, because it'll bounce up here and leave really fast and you missed your opportunity. Because it won't be safe doing your 5 pips in the midst of this. It won't be safe. I'm not saying you can't do it, but we don't want to take unsafe trades. We want to take safer trades. So in order to catch your 5 pips, you want to catch it right from the top. You want to find your highs, your highs and your low points. You want to find your support and your resistance, and you want to trade it that way. 10 pips. You got a little bit more leeway, and you want to follow that strategy that I showed you on YouTube. All you got to do is really YouTube search 10 pips a day Forex strategy, and it'll pop up. All right. This big movement up here, this big move here, and it pulled back, this is where you buy. Somewhere up in here, not up in the middle of this candle, somewhere down here you buy and let it suck you into profit. How do we know it's going up? Because it never blew past the lows. It didn't even blow past this low. Am I going too fast? See that? It never even came back down there. And I promise you, on my Martin Stochastic, it's curling up. It's curling up right here. They're letting me know to buy. Watch this. Right there. You see that? Curling up. Right here, where it's curling up. And so you will buy it right down here as your stochastic is curling up. Because I don't take every curl, right? On the stochastic, I mean, it's not good to take every curl that happens. But if it's a curl up that happens, the green cross above the red, right down here, if it curls up in the right conditions, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, if that's happening, and I'm here and I see all of this curl, all of this low, higher low type of thing happening, oh, I'm taking that. It pulled back, didn't even come back down here. Because let me show you what it pulled back and did. Watch this. Boom. See that? It blew past this structure, right? This resistance, drop. Pull up here, resistance, found the ceiling, dropped. Came up here again, dropped. Finally broke through with a big candle, and now it came back. Now you can buy, you have to buy it right here if you're going to buy it when it breaks. But I encourage you to do what again? Wait for the pullback, wait for that red candle to drop, and buy here. Or you got to, if you miss it and it's up here, you got to wait for it to retest that zone. See, that makes sense, y'all? And this is actually, I don't want to go too much deep because I'm actually going to do a training on this in deep on the team at 7 o'clock tonight. So I can't give all the game away. But I'm showing you, though, this is valuable. Boom, boom, boom. But can you be patient for this? See, a lot of, like, Forex is patience, right? But what are you being patient for? You have to identify, like, you just knowing that you have to be patient isn't good enough. It isn't good enough. You have to know what you're being patient for. And it's a lot of things that you have to be patient for. And you learn them over time. Okay? But you can't know everything at once. So it broke through and it pulled back. And anybody got a question? And then we buy it down here. This is more advanced stuff. I'm telling you, it's way more than 5 to 10 pips you can catch in this market. I promise you, we can make a killing, 20, 30 pips, 50 pips. Go ahead. All right. So I think that answers the question on the 5 to 10 pip question. All right, let me see. Also, psychology, better to take it when it's going against you and you see it come your way. Yeah, well, let the market come to you. And then get in when it's going your way and watch it reverse again. I was doing the same thing. Okay, yeah.
I was doing the same thing that you were doing. It's better for you to go in. Let's say you're looking for a sell and it's going up. Better for you to get in when it's going up and then watch it come your way than to get in at the bottom on a red candle and then watch it reverse against you. Psychologically, it's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, and if it go against you good, because sometimes them boys go against you real good before they go back down. And then if you took out a bigger lot size, you hit. You're gonna have to take that L and close it out and then get back in when you think it's going back down. But it just messed you up though. Like psychologically, like you said, it just ruined your day.
Yep.
Like, and now you lost that money. So now you got to play catch up. You're not even getting profit for the day. You just catching up for the day, breaking even for the day. And that's a bad spot to be in. All right. So yeah, absolutely, man. And that happened to me so much, Quentin. Going back to your question, like, man, I'll always get in at high points, and then I have to sit in and then wait for it to come back up, and that take hours, half the day. And then let me tell you another thing. When you in drawdown I was in drawdown like for 6-8 hours, right? Yeah. And then let me tell you the second part, the second problem that you have. When it gets back to your entry point, you're thinking about closing the trade out.
Right, I've done it. I've done it when I started.
You're like, man, let me just close this out and be thankful that God even brought it back up this high.
Yeah.
And then
because your drawdown can get so crazy that when it finally reaches to the take profit, you be like, man, I need to just take what I can get out, man. Because I've been in drawdown for like 5 hours. I've been there.
Yeah, man, this is the stuff that we go through. And you know what? The reason why we had those problems, because we're impatient. Yep. We haven't really took the time and got an education.
Yeah.
We're practicing on live accounts.
And we probably got bad risk management.
Bad risk management? Like that was the last question that we just went through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, like how can you have a 5 pip take profit? It's rare that your stop loss is gonna be 5 pips away.
Yeah.
It can happen. You got to time it perfectly, but it's rare. Your stop loss is gonna be 30 pips away, and you trying to catch 5 pips.
Yeah.
And I done been there too, so that's why I'm able to help you. Like I paid the cost for this stuff, man.
Yeah.
So that's it. And thank you too much, Mr. J. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad I can help you. All right. So that's really all the questions we got up in here. We had some questions on other things too, on like YouTube people. They said when it comes to NFL, how do we go about trading it? Oh man, you want to talk about trading news? Are we profitable every day first? Are we profitable every day? Now here's the thing with the news. I feel like news is just extra. Okay, trading news, that's just extra. It should be extra. I mean, a lot of people just wait for that NFP day to even trade, and that's their style. That's their style. But I'm more like, if I'm making my goal every day, 15, 30 pips every day, like why do I need to gamble my money away on NFP?
Yeah.
But you can trade NFP. I don't think that you should be gambling and risking a lot of money just to make a big come up overnight in 5 seconds. I've seen it happen. But I'm telling you, a lot for the average person that's not good, man.
Bro, I got a story. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Go ahead.
I got a story about how I almost blew my second account based purely on NSP. So it was like I think it was like August of September, that first week, and my plan was to get in after NSP had made a significant move in a direction. Yeah. And then get it on there. Kind of like what we were talking about when the candle started moving down, then you get in for the sale.
Yeah.
So what happened was NSP started going up. So I got in for the buy. And right as soon as I got in for the buy, the spread widened like I'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Not only that, but then it started going down, and then it started going up, started going down, and then the spread it started going crazy, Jay.
Yeah.
Man, I was getting so scared, dog. It was crazy. Like NFP is like from that day on, I've never traded NFP again. Like that literally scarred me because like it's you could check out websites like Forex Factory and all these things, but really I think it's so much more that goes into NFP that those websites really don't tell you. So in that sense, you really don't have an objective view of how NFP is going to go. That's why it's so risky. And if you go against that, you gotta be careful.
So here's the thing. I can tell you a little bit. So with the person that asked that question on YouTube, shout out to Joshua Chetty. So with NFP, so I blocked it out so we don't see what happened, right? And you just see a big drop that happens. So that's usually how it happens. Either it goes up, or shoots down. And then it comes right back where it started sometimes. All right. So right before like a minute before it happens, that spread would start jumping. That little meter, that little line, the entry, whatever the price in the bid would just start jumping like really fast, like 5 seconds before it happens. And the first move is usually a fake out. And then it'll like boost up. And they say as soon as you get that boost up, that whichever direction it first boosts up, for an example, maybe these green candles, I don't really know. I try to find something that look like news, but you see these green candles, maybe it shot up here real quick and then it just drops on you. This is just an example, okay? Okay, then you take you let that minute go by and then you take it once that candle was done, that because it'd be like 5 seconds, 3 seconds, and that fake out would be happening. And then as soon as NFP hit, you'll get one more push and then it'll drop. And that's when they say take it. And you got to be literally right there pushing that button super fast.
Yeah.
Okay, now look, I think that you should consider that. Also, you got to read the news. You got to read the news, Joshua. You got to know what jobs, the employment rates is doing what. And you can find that right on Forex Factory. And then you want to be aware on other fundamental news. You know, you got to be aware. The more aware you are with the good and the bad of the unemployment rate, the better you'll be. And if you're trading a USD CAD, you got to look at what the CAD is doing. All right. Now, last time, do y'all remember when I called the people that's on my team? I called USD CAD buy. That boy shot right up. Instant profit, made my goal in 1 second. But you want to look at all of those things, okay? And also, the news is just going to push. A lot of times, you go on a 15-minute chart, or you could go on a higher time frame chart, and if it's already overbought, it's usually that's another way that you can confirm it and use that as a confirmation that it's going to drop. If you go on like a 1 hour or a 4 hour and you see that price is overbought on one of your indicators, the news is probably going to push you down. All right. I'm not saying use that as your only confirmation. You got to do all these other things, but that's another confirmation. All right. And then you see it on that 4 hour, you see it on an hour, that boy is overbought or oversold. Let's use overbought for an example because it dropped. So it's overbought on the 4 hour to 1 hour. Then you sit on that 5 minute or that 15 minute and you watch that fake out happen and you just take that drop. Easier said than done though. And then that's one way. Another way is, this is people that don't want to read, that's lazy. They'll put a buy stop here and they'll wait till like 10, maybe like 50 seconds before price about to hit, before news hit. And they set a sell stop down here. And it'll activate, but they won't have it so tight to where the wick out, the fake out activated. But they ain't trying to catch the beginning of it either. You feel me? They just trying to catch some of it. So they had let's say for an example, it's this. We're right here on that green candle. Let me zoom in. Can y'all see it? So we on that green candle. Price about the news about to hit, right? They had a stop loss around here. and they had a stop loss. I mean, the buy stop here and the sell stop here. And when price fake out and it goes down, it activated, boom, they see what they see and probably take profit here. And that's the way too. The only problem with that is sometimes your fake outs leave big wicks. So it will activate this. And if your stop, not your stop loss, but if your buy stop is way too far, then what's the point?
Right.
You feel me? So I did this before, and it worked out for me, but I wasn't comfortable with it. So what I did was, as price kept coming up, I kept adjusting my buy stop. I just kept dragging it up. And I was like around 10 pips. I was like, hopefully this thing a wick out, maybe fake me out like 5-7 pips, something like that. But I was like 10 pips each way. And I kept adjusting. As price came up, I would move up the sell stop. Okay, and that's all I did. And then you just let it go. And if you're crying about what you lost, then you shouldn't have risked that much in the first place.
Hey, Jay.
So, yep, that's how I play the news, Joshua. What's up?
What's up, man? That a lot of times during NFP, you get that crazy market reaction. A lot of people don't realize that the NFP is just not one report; it's multiple reports. So what you're seeing on a chart, when you get all of that crazy stuff going on with the candles, is just the different reactions to the multiple reports. That's why after everything comes together, and they see actually what the 3 reports together really mean, that's why you see the market calm down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you mean like are you saying like after like maybe like an hour later?
No, at the same time, when you have NFP that comes out, it's multiple reports. A lot of people think it's just one report.
Okay.
It's multiple reports viewing the job numbers from different angles. There's multiple things that they're looking at for the NFP. It's just not employment. It's also wages, wage growth. You know, because you might have a bunch of jobs created, but did the wages go down? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just basically different. It's just basically like different sentiment across the board. Just the reaction to it by different traders.
Absolutely. That's why.
Okay.
That's why it goes crazy like that.
Okay, I just
There's multiple reports coming out.
Okay.
For the NFP.
So, hey Benny. So, for the people that's on the call that's interested in the news, where would you say they look to read the reports? There's some good ones.
I tend to look at the ADP job numbers that come out like usually the Thursday before the ADP numbers. You can Google that, just Google ADP numbers. That'll kind of give you an idea where the market may go, but you never even know how the market might react. Like last Thursday or whatever it was, the ADP numbers on Thursday pretty much told you that the US was about to come way over. I mean, it did the same thing. It did the same thing in December 2014. The market came way over the projection, right? It created like 300 and some thousand jobs. They were expecting maybe 170,000. It came in way over, so you kind of knew based on those ADP numbers, like it's gonna look good for the dollar on Friday, Okay. But again, you never know. Which is why I don't trade it.
Yeah,
so I wait for the dust to clear and then take the market for what it is after. Because to be honest, most accounts, when you look at the research from the brokers, most accounts that are blown on NFP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you trade it and you have a strategy, by all means, just be consistent with your strategy.
Be consistent.
I mean, that's just trading, period. But on NFP, like be consistent on what you do, so you know that, hey, if I missed it this time, you can go back and analyze and review, what you did and what went wrong, or what went right when you're successful. So.
Right. So that just goes back to what I was saying. Like, if you consistent throughout the weeks and you constantly compounding your account, like you ain't even stressing about NFP. But I know people still do it because they greedy though. Like, it's just that idea that you can just double your account in 1 second. But I'm with you, Benny. Like I won't say that I don't trade it, but I do trade it. But it gotta line up. Like I said, honestly, when I trade NFP, I don't even be reading all the news, to be honest with you. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do it all the time, because I know I'm too lazy to read all that news.
Yeah, so, it's a lot of people that do this and are successful, you know. So you have to look at it like there's some people that play the job numbers, like, you know, hey, based on past history, if the numbers come in above 240,000 jobs created, it's gonna look good for the dollar. Below 240 is gonna look bad, and if it's neutral, then the market's just not gonna move. It's just gonna consolidate. So there's a bunch of different things that you can look at with NFP.
It's some people in our company that kill it. I forgot his name though.
Whoa.
Man, Curtis told me somebody, but literally watched him make $1 million. That's crazy. But and I saw somebody make 20 grand in like 5 seconds. So it's possible. I ain't good at it like that. And I have got my share. I have lost in NFP, and I have won. I won more than I lost in NFP. But I pick and choose my times, man. I really do.
Yeah. And a lot of times I've seen a lot of successful people that they get that chart, that reaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing. So Joshua, also it's a good trader on our team named Matt, and he's really good at it too. He got a strategy. He actually, and I know a lot of people will actually wait for the impulse move, and they'll play the scalp coming back, or they'll wait like maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes afterwards and catch the pullback on the news. So that's another way too. But I can't really go into every detail of each strategy on this one call, because this is supposed to be helping everybody a little bit. So that's that. Somebody said El Dorado. He said, "How do you deal with losses?" That's a good question. So I kind of talked about it with Quentin, but another way I deal with losses is that, like, if I made a really bad loss, I want to identify, did I go through my checks? Did I do, first of all, did I do everything that I know I'm supposed to be doing when I got into that trade? If it said I waited for this, I would follow my confirmations, I did everything, and I still lost, I can handle that because I did my plan. So I'm not as messed up about it. But if I go back, and a lot of times, a lot of traders on this call, probably you will lose the trade, and you'd be like, oh man, see, resistance was right there. I should have got out, but you see it too late. Be like, but when you lose, you can spot it all of a sudden. But it was there the whole time. So if that happens, then I take a break from trading. Like, I probably won't even trade the rest of the day. I won't even try to win my money back. Like, I need to get my mind right. I need to cool off. Because I'm telling you, you can get right back into a trade, and you in that same trade and think it's about going up now, and drop again on you. Drop right on you for another 20 pips. All right. So the best way to just deal with that is just identify why you lost that, write that down into your journal or your note, whatever your phone is, and just try not to do it again. But you need to really look and identify that. So when I made losses, I would spend hours on why I lost that trade when I first started, because I didn't really understand a lot, and it took me long to identify stuff. So when I lost, and I learned from my losses, I really learned from my losses, and I would spend hours on. I'm like, okay, I saw that, I spotted that too late, I should have waited for that, and I would literally study that for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I just put that in the books. I used to be really sad. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was supposed to work out at 8, but I lost, so I didn't want to work out. I just laid in bed all day. Real life, real talk. I was supposed to do something. It didn't never really affect my appetite. I always wanted to eat, but I just didn't want to do stuff with people. And if I wanted, any responsibilities that I had, I put them off because I lost in the market. And that's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. So how do we defeat that? Back to a mentor. So once I identified who I had as a mentor, I would literally have 30 minutes to an hour talks with them. And it's such a blessing to have a person like that. Benny is one of them. All right. And Curtis is another one. Okay. And I would just have talks like help me get my, I ain't come to him like crying and help me get my mind right. I came very mature and like, yo, I messed up. Like I came with something to tell him to help me. I ain't just say like, I lost money. What should I do? Like I actually did my homework. I'm like, this is what happened. I was able to talk him through it. This is what I'm seeing. I'm like, no, you need to fix this. You need to get it in at a better price point. Matter of fact, this was going up the whole time. Let me show you how. Benny would say, you see this fib? You jumped in at a shallow retracement. This was a no trade zone. You see what I'm saying? Did you use risk management? See, this is how they would talk to me. And I ain't want no fluff. Just give it to me straight. And I go back because I really want to do great at this. This is all really I got. So I really want to win. So I would take any criticism, anything that they tell me. And I trust them and I go back and execute on it. And I go back and study. And so right now, I got something from my mentor that I need to be studying. And I'm every day I'm studying that. I'm studying them fields still. All right. So that's how I deal with losses. That's how I used to deal with it. And then now I deal with it more mature. So you got to get to that point. And if you feel like you got a revenge trade, like you got to identify that. Like, I don't know how to help you in the midst of that, but you got to like put that in your mind that you cannot be doing that. Write that down next to your laptop, something. And when you feel like revenge trading, you just need to shut it down. And that's just something you got to work out with yourself though. And then I think that's it though. I got a lot more questions. We have to do a part 2. I'll be on here till 7 o'clock. Hey Bailey, can you send me a message on Facebook Messenger? I can help you join the team.
Yeah, sure.
I want to do that. I can help you with that. But it's so many avenues that you guys can make money while you're learning. Like, in so many different ways. And all I do with everybody that's with me, all I'm trying to show you is be independent. Okay, become independent. Help you see stuff like, okay, this is the uptrend. Don't get in until they break it. Okay, don't be trying to sell up in here. Why are you trying to sell up here? Because you see a stochastic curl right here. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. We be disciplined. Wait for the break of the trend line. Wait for the retest. Boom. Your structure. See how everything come to play right here. I'm trying to teach you, and this is just one way. This ain't the only way to trade, but I'm just trying to teach you the game. And in the meantime, use some of the tools that iMarkets Live have that's killing it, and make money off of that while I'm showing you how to do the game, because you know how to trade by yourself. Because ain't nothing like learning, knowing what you're doing on your own. Now you can teach your kids and people around the world how to do this. That's the whole goal, is become independent. If all you're doing is relying on me for the rest of your life, what if I'm done? What if I'm sick for a week? What you got then? All right. And so Matthew, he said, do you provide signaling service? Let me show you again what I do. Let me show you. This is what I provide, Matthew. Another subscriber, a lawyer subscriber on YouTube. Matthew, this is what I do. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna literally show you how I do this. Yeah. What? Hey. So let me see. I hate when this thing goes so slow. Hold up. Right here. Can y'all see it on the right-hand side? Look for the blue, because that's me talking. Hold up. Man, I can't see nothing. I said, okay, so for an example, I would call a direction on a trade, okay? I'm not telling none of my people the stop losses, I'm not giving no signals, okay? I'm trying to find one, but I'm not giving no signals. All I'm saying is I just took a sell on GBP JPY right there. That's me talking. I did give a stop loss on this one, okay? But I usually don't do that. I give a trade setup as well. Okay, I gave them this right here. Boom. My Martin stochastic. it's in the red. It's coming down. I see the curl happening right here. It broke my trend line right here. Okay, so I enter in a sell, and I give you a trade. I give you a trade setup, not a signal. If you want a signal, then you buy one of the IML tool products because they giving you signals and they win it. I showed you one, harmonic scanner. But I'm gonna tell you the trade setup. And because I don't want lazy traders on the team. You're not gonna get good at that. I want you to think. You need to be coming to my trainings on Tuesdays at 7, and you need to be understanding how the market works, right? You need to figure out where your stop loss is. You need to figure out where you're gonna take profit at. Yes, you can ask me questions, but I'm not just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna give you a lead, and then it forces you to figure it out. And most people want that. Most people want that. I let the signals come from the company. You know, they sending out great signals with their tools. So go ahead and get that. And I got some of them too. But for me, calling out the signals to answer your question, no, I'm calling out trade setups, and I will help you find your take profit. I just need you to generate questions. Let me tell you why. Because if you ask the question, it will stick better. If you figure out your own struggle and say, I'm thinking about a stop loss right here, I'll be like, well, why would you put it there, right? I won't keep you hanging too long because I know you're trying to get into the trade, but I'll be like, well, you should put it above the high though. Okay, well, how many pips is that? Boom, that's about 30 pips. Then that tell you what your lot size should be, right? Because somebody asked, how do I figure out my stop loss and my risk, right? It's 30 pips away. Maybe you should just take $1. Maybe you should just take 50 cents. Because if it loses, you ain't losing that much. All right? And that's what I do. So to answer that question. So I give out the
right,
signal.
bro.
All right. And let's ask. So Robert, how's that been helping out by me doing it that way?
It's awesome because it forces us to study more and make our own analysis. It makes us more independent.
Oh man.
For sure. That's the whole goal, man.
And there's a lot of training on IML about all of it.
Yep.
It just helps. It just helps when you break it down, you know, and we can ask you questions.
Yeah, that's what I want. So, and honestly, to be honest with you, I just don't even want that type of pressure anyway.
Right.
To be honest with you, I'll be completely honest with you. I want to help you grow, but I don't even need that type of pressure. So, I know what I'm looking at, and I want you to use the confirmations. All right. So I think that's the last one. And I think we're going to end it here. We'll do another one in 2 weeks. I want to get the YouTube platform popping. You know, so, hey, if y'all having some I appreciate all the likes and the shares and the comments. But I want to get the YouTube live popping to where we can do the live right on that platform. It's just a different vibe. But maybe we'll do that in 2 weeks. But get your questions ready. Whatever you've been struggling with, ask them, and I'm going to answer them.
Hey, Jay, you could probably tweet YouTube it. Tell them a problem you have it with live. They'll probably answer it.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna figure that out though. That's it. So hey, DeAndre Beat said he loves Swipe Trader. Swipe Trades is killing it too. Robert was on that and won Swipe Trades today. 60 pips.
Yeah.
40 pips been killing it.
All right. So all these tools will help you make money, and I'm here to bridge the gap. Let me stop sharing. I'm here to bridge the gap. You learn, you watch videos, and then now let me help you. Let me take you to the next level. Let me help you understand a little bit more, because they're only going to go so far, and you're going to have questions, and I need to answer that for you guys. So, anything else?
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your time, man.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
Appreciate Benny too, man, and Quentin, and Bailey. Shout out to you, man.
Thanks, Jay.
Yep, Terry was good. Paula and Ghost. Hey, we getting Ghost. Let's go. Hey, I'll be on the team at 7 o'clock, and new video coming out on YouTube this week. I'm dropping 3 videos. How about that? Woo! So, let's go. All right. So, hey, don't forget, man. Let's make this money, baby. Peace.
Let's make this money, baby. Ciao, bro.